What up? Good morning. So back to kind of a light going at it for a minute until I start the arms and the lows location. All I gotta do today, I'm up already. Shut off the alarm because I ain't gonna fall back to sleep. And I figured out who's the gayest of all fucking this person that was, my brother. He's gay as shit, and it's because he has a vagina, and he never fucking told me. I was right. He didn't let me sleep at all last night. I would video me sleeping, but what would be the point? You're gonna see him stuffing fucking whatever down my throat, and it's like it's annoying. Only, So maybe you guys have dealt with shit like this in life. But this shit is common to me. A guy separates from the fucking wild, as the lone wolf is suggested by God to do. So I got the fuck out of there. And then the fucking pussies of it all was like, hey, but that's not fair. What about that dick? Like, they come chasing after you, picking on you and shit. But it's different now. Like, you were never anything related. We were never anything. And it's hard to say things because they manipulate the thought patterns, like, it's fucking strange. Let me say it real quick and sweet. Leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with anybody from my past. I think even friends. I can't even remember them motherfuckers. It's only been 2 weeks. Like, I mean, I'm seeing people who laugh at me when I go to search my fucking memory banks. I see faces laughing at me like, haha, the real laughs, The ones that just got me out here like, the fuck is this? This had to be the point that God made life for. That's what you guys will separate from your bowls and just leave that shit in the toilet. Flush it and move on. See what I got for your ass later. I had to fucking detach that butthole with a bunch of toilet paper behind me and got the fuck out of there. Squeaky clean. So, but anyways, I'm trying to sleep. They're like shoving, what are they like pulling out my intestines maybe? I love like the sound of like the whiny ass girl voice. That shit sounds so nice. They're like, that's not fair. He's making fun of me and shit. I was like, whoa. In and out of sleeping. It was fucking awesome. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of it. Fuck with it. Anyway. So it's crazy. Like you do something, like you get an interview, a bunch of interviews, and it feels like that's gonna be your new life. You're gonna have to fucking do interviews all day long. I don't think so. I think that was it, just 2. And if I hear back from the other one, I'm gonna take that job. I might have to. I mean, but I probably won't. They already gave me the energy that went in it. Thanks for showing up. You gotta let people know you're serious about shit. Maybe. I don't know. But the other one, I think so. Background check was fine. I think. So I'm about to DUI. That's all that's gonna work. I ain't got no gun charges, no weed charges, nothing like that. I ain't the guy with the see right now they manipulate my thought trying to like, you suck. They doubt yourself. You're no good. That's what they do to the brain, so take notes. I'm still super alive, but they're like, you're not. You're dead. Like us. Your pulse is like us. Feel bad. Real life just got scary as shit because Rico joined us by himself again. This guy, wherever he goes, you're gonna hear a lot of shit. So fucking be prepared. Every person better be for themselves by now. Otherwise, go high together above surface, recommendably, because they own the underground. Okay. You say slice up the side of the lip that's covered up, is it? You fucking lame. So annoying. Alright, so 5:30 in the AM. I'm still in love with Melanie Thompson. Much isn't related to Clay Thompson, but I think that she's just scary. He's all famous. Championship caliber. Some shit. Then just related to the richness. Melanie Thompson. And I saw in my mind she's getting the same treatment as her little patient. I'm just thinking, and then I look up to the sky and God's fucking dying laughing like, keep it going, only the guy. You got a good time before he gets down with the fucking comforts of these bleeps. Bleep? Alright, so human? Bleep. Human? Alright, fucker. I like that shit. You guys are like always with the line and shit. If I were one of you, wouldn't you know what the fuck to do? Like, leave me alone or not? We be plugged in each other instead of you just groping me. Yeah, he is a long time out in life, and now it's time to fucking go over to your Lego section of the reality and enjoy that shit. You don't even have to ask, just go. It's dope that way, but instead you seem to want to crush a god that has to take you out of existence altogether, yo. What are you, an idiot? What do computer people think? I think that you must be smart, but I don't know. Maybe you're not, because you don't look smart, bothering any of us, if there even isn't any of us. Certainly the me have things to say back to you. You got to be smart, because you're not looking very smart with your decision to obsess at the eye, because what are you doing? Never understand what you're doing. How you doing things that you never knew. Maybe because I am just not like you. Want me to do something that I will not do. I'm the time, like shit about it. Wake up to me like a piece of bread. Mad at me because I do protein. Mad at me because I belong protein. That's why I don't like rapping, because you're all in the you side, even though you know I don't. Mad because I'm everything you want. Don't, and I don't side. Want it all. Whoa. Alright, our ICI day, man. We got famous is popping on everything, man. Alright, use that right there. Making famous and shit like that. Come on, you bet. Alright. What's Vacation I'm doing right. Always clean these things up right away. Unfortunately, they freaking. It's a good idea to do it that way, even though it's kind of an annoyance. I mean, you're sleeping partially through the night. They must be counting to like 666 seconds because they're fake ass devil worshippers. There's no such thing as a devil. That's them. De-evolved, de-evoluted idiots. All right, I just cleared that up for everybody. There's no such thing as a devil. There's no such thing as a Satan. God ain't got no time for that shit. That's idiots that took the word no from God and they said no. That's not a K and a W because we wanted that shit. Kill everyone, and then we want KW, and then put the no in the middle, like de-evoluts. Figure that shit out. There's no devil. Did you guys de-evolve and make up the word devil? I kept asking myself if I've done this before, and now I know I haven't. You want to know why? Because these idiots, they put shit like that in your head, and then as their stickers start to fall off of you, and it reveals that you're still the beautiful thing that you've always been. There's no one here to fucking put a new sticker on you. You were right. You start to think motherfuckers really were walking around on Earth, thinking that they run the fucking planet, and we fell for that shit. Which is okay, because I was 12 when I fell for it. No, I was 0. And all the way up to 12, they approached me with a thing, and I said, like that one guy. that one kid. They approached me at 12. I was like, sure, I'll listen to this conversation for as long as I can. It took about 23 years, and I was like, I don't know. You motherfuckers aren't making any sense now. Not any. But your guilt, shot in my ear. You're not making any sense. Therefore, I must have quit. Is that what the judge does? I got the fuck out of there. Therefore, I must have quit. I quit. I got the fuck out of there. I just heard that word there really for the first time ever. Therefore, I must have quit. I did quit. I fired myself and got the fuck out of there. The worst part about it is that they tell you what to think. Like, you'll probably see my head exploding right now. They're like, guilty me to death. I got it all figured out. God is as good as it gets. And that's how I know they're all on what I call a timer. I mean, nobody can hold up the stamina of losing. about it is that they move without emotions. It may seem like I'm being ruthless right now, but I'm not. I'm being logical and realistic, okay? If you don't feel anything yet, somebody else in the group feels things. Something's gotta fucking quit. Something's gotta stop. I'm real, and you guys are no longer real. You chose to defy life, aka God Almighty. You decided to get mad at Dad because he said you cannot. So you killed yourselves, or whatever the fuck you did. You decided to say fuck you, God, and I did not. And I'm hoping that everybody else did as well. I hope that everybody else was like, what the fuck? I'm scared now. Okay, God, I'm gonna fucking go back to the playground because I already forgot what the fuck I asked you for, and it wasn't that important, but you scared me. Thank you. And then just leave. But they were like, ow, and just cut off their own fucking legs and die because they're stupid. And die. Like they killed themselves because God told them no. That's what fucking happened. Okay? Or no, what happened? Like they're murderers and shit. I can't even stand in a room that I'm paying for myself. They're gonna be haunting me for as long as God allows them to. Because that's them. They are defiant. I can't even sleep through the night without my guts getting pulled out. Whatever the fuck is happening. Like I don't know what actually is happening, but I can hear them crying their greatest girly crybaby cries of all fucking time, and I cannot enjoy it anymore. It's the funniest sounding shit I've ever heard going in my ears. I remember hearing these people cry like that in my face. Oh, no. Like, what the fuck kind of, who's the, I thought I was the, you guys are growing up or, no. And they're not. They're not going to grow up. They're going to stay babies for forever. So I'm glad I get to leave that shit. And like I said, I was asleep, and their whiny voices are just unbelievable and unbelievably enjoyable. This is real life. You gotta know what I'm saying. I guess can't be the first one who's waking up every 5 minutes different this time than when I was in the house. In the house, they weren't crying. But now that I'm not gonna see them when I get out of bed, they're not gonna just appear on me. They're in the quantum reality land where they can be in this room right now, but I can't see them because of fucking realism in quantum reality. Like they need to call me and set up a date. I ain't fucking answering the phone for shit. So them zipping around is proof that they died somewhere, and I've been tagging along with ghosts and had no fucking idea. The fuck? I think somebody was even saying like Rico's the only one in that house. What the fuck? You can't see these people. People in my face like, you're here by yourself, player. I was like, holy shit. So, goodness gracious. Sorry, world. I'm sorry to fucking wake everybody up. This is what doing right gets you. All life of doing right. It points out that you've been doing right by yourself. Kind of. Those shit. Why is there reading the Bible? Who knows? God would have been able to truly talk to me like, I've been trying to say to you for years. You've been alone, friend. That's all right. Finally separated from the madness. They flicker out of existence for sure this time. I know it sounds like I'm a murderer or bad, but I'm not. I didn't kill anyone. I don't know what the fuck happened. Just like you, we're all going through this weird shit together. I mean, shit. What have you seen Rico doing in life that Rico doesn't know about? It's exactly that. He's talking to a fucking a camera that isn't air. He's talking to air. When you think he's talking to people, is that what you guys have been seeing? Holy shit. Unreal. Whoa. All right, so to touch on something else then, once you make a choice in violence in life, and certainly once you make that choice to enjoy or out of enjoyment, that's it for you. It's like I said, it's in the Bible, the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not want to kill. Thou shalt not want to commit murder. When you want to do something bad in life, that's it for you. I don't think there's any coming back from that shit. Uh, unless you had no idea about God, possibly. It's always been a self-defensive thing there, I believe. You haven't had God explain to you properly. Is how that works. But if you knew of the Ten Commandments, certainly the one that says, Thou shalt not kill, those words are being spoken by God, maybe even when I say them. Thou shalt not want to kill. Do you understand what I mean? Do you hear God in there at all? So go out there and see if you're going to kill somebody, or go out there and see if you cannot kill somebody. I think it's that simple. You're supposed to not. If you go out and you can, that's what you are. You're a murderer. All right. So I think that's basically it. I think you guys are aliens. How'd you get here, first of all? And we're not, because killing doesn't make any sense to life. That's what we are. Killing doesn't make any sense to a living being. Because we are alive. Does that make any sense? So aliens are aliens. Got here somehow, some way, took up life, and we're all just standing around like nothing to do. Why? It's so mean. Why are you guys so mean? What does that mean? Does Rico win? What did I win? What did Rico win? I didn't win anything but the truth. Obvious truth. That obvious truth is scary because there's never been anybody with me. So you're saying I won nothing. You're right. And then on top of that, I think it's pride. Anyone visible or at home. Don't touch me. Hold you. Mm-hmm. So like one. Yeesh. What is life? For me, it's getting murdered. That's what life is and has been for me. It's getting murdered. So nothing I can do but keep on pressing on as fucking Wolverine or some shit. It sucks, though, because life is so beautiful. Everything's so nice. You want to fucking go and do everything. But if you're this awesome, sorry, not allowed to. I think if you're 100% male, you're not going to be allowed to. At least for now. Seeing the images and faces of others who just can't they can't fucking accept you, they can't allow you. It's pretty judgmental shit that you want to do. Like, they're just fucking truly the girliest of men I've ever seen. They're gross sounding and they complain. And it's a weird thing to have to, you force yourself to compare yourself to other males as they fucking whine and cry like girls. Like, you can't not judge them. You can't ignore that shit. You just cannot. They cry, they whine like girls. I'm saying, you gotta just be prepared to hear people whine for their way. I don't even know how to do that shit, is what I'm saying. Because there's nobody for me to cry to. Period. They're all in that shit together. They can't be built like me. They just can't be. They gotta have vaginas or no nuts. They can't be built like me, because to help one of them and then to watch the one struggle, where you guys try to say you have the same label as me, as a man, you are not. To watch man actually struggle as you go ahead and put your girly ass face on with your head nods. We're not the same. You're all girls and I'm man. You're all girls and I'm boy. That shit is final. Let's not discuss this anymore. Don't say you're a man in life anymore, because you're a fucking girl. Period. And it's not a problem. It's just you did something that a girl does. And you say you're something that you're not. Woman. All right. Now that we got that settled, ladies, I understand. It's okay, because that's what girls do. They lie and they cheat in argument. And that's what you guys were doing for over 20 years. You sit there with your male tops and you act like a man. But now that everything has come to the attention of Walrus, it's time to mess up. What are you? Alrighty. Moving on. I'm missing Netflix. I'm starting to think that the story of man or Adam and Eve hasn't occurred yet. I'm starting to think that you guys all knew the prophecy, I guess, as God gave it to you, and you tried to trajectory that shit. You tried to guide it and create it yourselves, like you do, you thieves. You tried to manipulate it and cause it to become in a way that you decided. That's what I think. I think you guys are a bunch of hermaphrodites running around defying God. Oh wait, because I don't ever mean any disrespect. This is how I've been taught to speak. Let me say it a different way. I believe that this reality was full of hermaphrodites, vestites, and persons without fully equipped genitalia expressions. And what I think happened was the hermaphrodites, with their ability to become pregnant or get something pregnant, thought that they were at the hierarchy of God's creation, and they were telling everybody, no, don't believe in God, believe in us, is what I think. And God waited for everyone to talk, and then he spoke down and said, okay, I have an idea. I'm going to create man and woman. And he'd tell that same story every night to put everyone to sleep, except for the hermaphrodites, who hate him so much that they won't give up the lie either. So what has happened is they spun a story into Rico's head that hasn't happened yet. Adam and Eve hasn't occurred yet, because I know that I am man 100%, and I don't think there is another one, because everyone else acts like a girl. Period. And the thing about it is, lying is such a great word that it's the truth. That's what everybody else does. They lie. I'm never talking about my woman. I don't care what she does, as long as she is safe. Period. I don't care what she does. I'm scared of her and telling her what to do. That is final for me. But everyone else, when I say everyone, is them. They're liars. They're cheaters, and they're manipulators, and they've been manipulating me for all this time, and now they can't anymore, because I see them for the girls that they can only have been this entire time. That screamy sound is fit for a woman. I can't even make that noise with my voice. It's so comical that I don't even need to fucking try it. I'm gonna stick with the same raises to start off this exercise, because it was super painless, and by the time I got back to it, I was ready to get out of here. Like, I sped through the workout. All right, so the truth is that Rico is the only man alive, and the greater truth is that you guys are caught. Period. Get that shit out of here. Go that way. It's crazy. Like, people were just ruining the world with their lies, and it didn't work. I love it. I don't see nothing wrong. That's all life is sex. So get ready. Hope everybody has their sex partner. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not. But you're a ghost, though. You're a ghost. Where are you at in the room? You're a ghost. So go ahead and eat up my memories. You're doing me a favor, getting rid of you. Alrighty. Real life has changed. It's still all about Rico to some. Stolen from Africa. The big mistake they never is. The fighting their departures. The keeping of the faces of the thugs. Staying in your history. I'm talking about you guys. You stuck to me. Not a lot more sense. Some of them idiots. No for first just again. Yeah, like. And that's another thing. They like to like. I'm gonna look down, but instead of look down, I'm gonna look up and watch they point down because they think that I'm gonna actually look down. Ready? Go. You see how they like to control things? For that, I just go, hey yo. I was in jail. And then all the races, RACES, stood up for themselves to keep the place in order. So they say wood pow instead of white power because they were pissed. They weren't the Aryans. They were just white people that the Aryans put in jail for no reason at all. I think it was because I was there and they got pissed about it. It was like, I've never broken any fucking laws in my life. And I'm in here pissed. So they brought the house together. They said that. And then the blacks were like, blacks? I forgot what the fuck they said. What did you guys say? Nobody was in there saying any racist stuff is what I'm saying. You get me? So anyways, we all noticed each other. And they said straight out, they tried to take credit for stuff. This is what white people were saying. They admitted that. They were trying to take credit. That they were telling us what their lives were like. So I say, hey, yo, even though that person isn't white, he's racist as fuck. And the point is you'll be doing something and they'll point their fingers like they made you do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say hey yo, and they'll say woodpile because they got tricked by those guys after we got out and they changed the game out here. Changed life up is what I'm saying. I'm never saying anything disrespectful. Hope you understand me. Not them. I'm talking about people that I'm saying this to, like they don't know about that. They try to take credit for like shit you do. I work hard at work. Trying to take credit for what I do, you just can't. You look like an idiot. It's too hard at work. I'm probably getting a dick shoved down my throat while I sleep like a fucking ghost. Air dick. Air dick. There's a bunch of air dickheads. Michael Air dickheads. You're better than everybody, ghost. So I guess this is life. I gotta watch more anime to see that guy. What do you want? Why you bother me at 4 a.m.? Oh, wake up! Ow, wake up! Guess what? You know, I never Patricia. I just jumped down to the floor. Ow, listen to this. You won't get who was sitting on the couch. You know that guy that got hit by a train? Yeah, he started talking for hours. So I listened. Ow, get up. Get up. What do you want? You know, I still apologize for hitting you with my bike and you died. It's an accident. It was an accident. I'm not worried about that anymore. So, this is life now. Beside me being as de-evolved to look like an alien, which I'm still not sure exists. But they have turned into ghosts. And that part right there is enough to let you know this shit is fucking weird now. If you were thinking there weren't any ghosts all this time, let's just confirm that shit right now. Are you a ghost? They're ghosts in real life. We all knew about God cracking some seals and stuff, and I gotta get online See what the fuck that meant. They were talking about it, ancient aliens. First up, the Return of the Dead. Kinda. Ghosts. It's a cool word. Ghosts. Six 11 a.m. Control time. So I just breezed through this workout. Hit the park by 7. So I'll just take whenever they say you have nobody and I'm searching for ingredients, that's them hearing somebody on the other side of the world say, yeah, that's right, Rico, and they're still alive on a pulse. So that's what I'll do because they're telling me no literally, and I feel it, just like when I was in the house. They're causing me doubt, means that they know for the facts. They know factually that what they just told me no about, they just heard a yes about. There's no in between. Smell like fucking coke all in my throat or my mask or something. I mean, criminals all the way around. It's okay because God will protect us. So I don't care. The changeling being didn't know when to give it up. Had it all and couldn't enjoy a single thing for themselves. Because they all look like one another. £15. So a good choice is seeming like to do these razors first. LA Fitness. Probably no ever going there again. It was too perfect, so they shut the place down. I guess this really is their world. I guess this really isn't my world. I'm out of place. I don't belong in life. Well, that helps. That gets me out of here. So, nobody likes to feel like they're in the way. I just felt like that for 35 years in 30 seconds. So, see what happens. So, that sucks. Feel like I've been left out for dead. Never thought that any one of us would use that line in a real life scenario, but that's exactly what I think happened. I think the world, at least America, I love this country, but I think the people in power might have selected someone to die because they didn't believe in God, and they may have been sacrificing people from beneath the ground all the way to the surface again, where God reign supreme even while they're underground. The sun in the sky is always. He's probably heading up right now. And they're caught, yo. That's what it is. Sacrificing, human sacrificing is a pagan, I think, an ancient way of life. And it's an only wrong way. And God told them about it. But they were already murdering lives, so their soul was damaged beyond repair. But they could still hear and interpret words. They just didn't want to believe them. I mean, they just can't believe them. Has nothing to do with wanting, man. Once you commit a sin such as murder, as my science told me to investigate after a family member fucking tried to kill someone, and they gave him 13 years of jail time. Fucking broke my heart. Middle of school, have the FBI showing up at my adoptive home. Like, is he here? He was probably there. They probably knew it. He's probably the actual default of Jamar Leander default, and fucking, it's this whole thing where they're trying to get me killed or incarcerated, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? So, like, he was gonna be me, and then they were trying to frame me, is what I'm saying. Believe what you want. I'm a good person. Suck my dick. I don't care about any of you motherfuckers. You guys are out of fucking control in real life. Listen to me. If you commit any of the acts on the 10 Commandments, that's it for you. There's no turning that shit around. So that's what must have happened. They were underground and they took that list and made it a game. And then as the good people of planet Earth came to collect them and put them in jail, they tried to fucking pin it on me. The most innocent motherfucker they've ever known. It's great news because come to find out, my new understanding of them is that they were aliens or God's running mates in life who lost in the God trials to become God, the God education to graduate and become the God. And they got pissed, and now they're here to get fucked. Period. They're losing all of their magic, and they're running around, harassing me. And useless as they are, it is what it is. I'm liking saying all of this crazy shit because nobody's caring. Nobody's gonna get at me for it. I guess I can't get in any trouble, but to be able to say this stuff and to kind of convince my head that it's exactly true, no matter how bizarre and weird it sounds. It's real life. It's really what is happening. And to be able to try to pick around at it, to try to figure out something that makes sense to all of our heads is enjoyable. The scenes in the Matrix, whenever they're on the phone trying to get out of the Matrix, that's them. That's who they are. The whole fucking default tribe of underworlders. They've been on the phone in front of me and said that they were talking to God, and their attitude changes. They're all like, well, I don't know if that's true. Like, not the part that is God, but like, and God said, they're like, yeah, you're in trouble. And they're like, I don't think so. What the fuck? I swear on my life, this is what I be hearing. The best part about life is that we're gonna forget all this shit, but for some reason, I think it's a good idea to record it. They fucked up our lives, so I'm trying to make sure we don't forget it. We can archive it, or don't. This has to be what God wants. It was fucked up for him to jump into his reality and to be girls. Snap, yo. Life's good. For some reason, I've never really been scared of life, yo. I always share the story about how I was playing football with my brothers, where we take a Nerf ball with the little tail on it. It makes noise and shit. We throw it up it was rugby style. We throw it up in the center and get it. We point which way is the touchdown. You know what I mean? And go back and forth. He throw the ball up in there, and whoever gets to go for the touchdown. Throw it up and get tackled is what it's called. Or throw it up and get two-hand touch. They changed the rules on me. Fucking one weekend, I was still the little brother, the third one, the youngest. The next weekend, after a couple of soccer practices and a match, I came back running fucking circles around these niggas. They made me say niggas. I don't say niggas really. It sounds cool, but I don't really say niggas because it's just, I don't know. I'm by myself. I'm not around a bunch of black guys, passing that shit back to entertain and enjoy our days. So I don't really say it. But that's a true story about throwing up and get two-hand touched. I was so nice with it. They changed the fucking rules. They made us tackle in an instant. Hell yeah, I'm bragging. Now imagine me as fucking 12 years old or younger. You fucking right that I'm bragging about the shit because they tried to fucking murder their youngest brother because he got stronger and faster in 1 week. I was at soccer practice prepared to get down to my grandparents' house to fucking run circles around these fools. They were cheating like no other, humiliating me. But I was laughing, enjoying it. They were my older brothers. I liked life, but they could not handle it. They threw the ball up. I fucking ran. I was like, Scoop, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed that shit. I'm running circles around these balls, spin moves and shit. And they started acting like girls, like, stop there. All right, they go into a huddle. Hold up, back up, Rico. Hold up. What y'all talking about? They throw the ball up again. I get it. Like, oh, this motherfucker's hit me with a double clothesline. Whoosh, whoosh. I was like, boom, boom. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, we changed the rules. Just throw it up and get tackled down. I was like, fuck. No brothers of mine, you're murderers. They try to take me out. Pretty good story, ain't it? Maybe I am annoying. Maybe I deserve to die. What the fuck? Maybe murder does, or maybe murder should be allowed. What the fuck? You fucking vaginas better chill out, yo. Shit. And even if they try, they'll just keep billing. That's why they let me walk away. They had enough. They're like, I'm licking all over the place. I can't tag it. Let his ass loose. Sheesh. True story. They can't take it. Fucking babies. Man, I'm fucking feeling good. Fuck them fools. I don't care. Well, not bad fucking, but I'm glad I'm out of there. I'm never gonna answer the phone. I'm never gonna talk to you motherfuckers again. So enjoy your lives. Be safe. I'm free. Since Steve leaving baby, makes baby little message is free. California love. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get away. Save your own life. It's not a crime, you know. You wanna live, you gotta get out of there. Love can only get you so far with the loveless. At the beginning, they were trying to like ruin. They must have been spending money trying to ruin my attempt to do this, and then they stopped. I ain't sitting down and eating. That shit is not good for the abs. I'll figure that out when I was on a diet. I like that. It feels like they're tampering with my head. I'll shut up. Let me shut up. No, it feels like they're tampering with my mind. It's so disrespectful to God that I enjoy it. Like real life, they're somewhere messing with my brain. Like I fucking love it. The underworld is an idiot. I'm not gonna turn my phone. They say above the surface for one night, then it might not be an idiot anymore. I'm only talking about my underworld. Came to shoot a secret and try to kill me. So I have to know that they're all probably in jail right now. They're using their brains to send messages to me. Actually, I was talking to this, right? But just that's amazing. That's what is happening in our real life. I'm sure Earth is fucking rejoicing right now that we could walk away from it. And I do mean everybody. There's a bush outside dancing uncontrollably right now. It's too good. It's too good to fucking sit around and hate it. Pick yourself a blueberry muffin. Chill out. I don't know why there else. Alright, let's get back to this vitality study. So I just want to work out here until 7, regardless, and go over to the park. I won't do. Or will it? It will do. Why not push it? Should I eat first? We'll figure it out. Maybe the test was to prove that nobody can murder anyone. Maybe that's what the world got in on. And they made a life. They just so happened to fucking make the life that God wanted them to make. Now they all hate me because I'm mad. They accidentally served God anyway, so you know they're pissed. You know that they're pissed. And then hopefully I do have some kids running around here. I've been having a lot of sex. God once said that I have super sperms. Oh snap! I'm 35. Yeah, I quit smoking cigarettes years ago, about 2 years ago or something like that. 2018, I had my last drag. Yeah, I'm 35. Deuce, you Prince, that's what you take back. Listen, we out there in the cosmos of the dark creation, sitting in the lap of God Almighty, talking about better be working hard for me, otherwise your ass. And I am introduced to you, bud. Yeah, true and true. Prince is going to be the name of my boy Rottweiler, Prince. I was going through a phase a few years ago, 5 years ago, where I was like becoming a man. And a man is a king, right? I kept hearing this shit all around. Oh, the king, this king, this. You're a king now. You're a king. Whatever the fuck. But I correlated with the idea of being and becoming a man. So I said, just like other people will say, "Who's my son? Who's my son?" So I thought, I'm already alone. I'll get a dog. He'll be my son. He'll be my prince. Rottweiler. His name will be Prince. Yeah, he's gonna be awesome. Prince is his name. I always liked the Rottweiler. Yep. Rottweilers are dope looking. I like the way they look. They look like Darth Vader. In that head. I had a bunch of names, but I went with Prince. I wrote down a bunch of names. You should try that. I wrote it on my phone. Use your notebook thing. Use your calendars. Your life will get to like this, where it has to get better than this. Don't be afraid to use your calendars. That shit works. I know it's like scary, but I decided just to push through. I had so many fucking doctor's appointments growing up. I had to fucking use it. I had to put things in it because I was getting in trouble for not showing up to places I didn't need to show up to. You know what I mean? The life of Rico has been nothing but taken advantage of. When. I just gotta keep repeating what the facts are. I'm gonna go ahead and start the overhead press because it is continuing. And I want to step out of here at 7 and go over to the park and work out for as long as I can, or I'll go straight to work. Yeah, they. Melanie. Beware, kids. Be aware. When I was in middle school, I think people tried to point out who I was supposed to be with. So keep your ears open and go for it right away as soon as you hear it, because they're right about you. Certainly, if you're a new kid in the area, they know who else is new and nobody knows them. They're setting you up with what makes sense to the community. So don't wait 20 years to have her tell you it's me, and you'd be like, holy shit, it's you. Alrighty. 5-4. Oh. Like I'm trying to catch these fools on camera. There's some sort of a ghost or a computer being, right? like they point to what they're gonna. They think that they're gods. They go like this, try to tell you what you're going to do. They try to make you say yes, yes. Let's do that because I believe in what's shining outside. So yes, no, you're not a god. You're a fucking idiot. So everything else, yes to. You point and tell me to do something. Let's try it out. No, because you're making a face like this. Leap. Life is getting so dope. So people have to have seen this sort of treatment of one of us before. I have to believe that. What if this computer here that I use is like some sort of lawman, and the recorder or camera was actually invented to capture and detain these walking about computer beings? As what they do to an organic life in their jealousies is deemed illegal by the AI community. So we think cameras were created for our enjoyment. What if the computer and the camera is simply doing a job and apologizing for letting loose their kind that look more like our kind that went rogue? Think. God is good. Thanks, God. You know what I just thought? Accidentally, maybe God didn't mean. I said God is good, and then I thought about anyone around who thinks that they're a God. I said God is good, and then I thought about anybody around me who thinks that they're a God, and then I thought, because they want to be a God, right? And I thought, like, I was like, do something godly then, and leave me alone, because that's what God did for me, or for my life, to my life, for a long time. He didn't help me like everybody else. Hey, that's not fair. They got quiet. So that shit was super like smart. Which they have no more arguments. and also they can want whatever they want. Sprinkling shit on my head to make me forget, no doubt. They can want to be whatever they want to be, but they can't be because they won't leave me alone, and God left me alone. So you ain't shit. You're just some sort of a life form like I am, a nothing that needs improvement always. This is life, and we're not gods, you idiots. I won't. Cause I'm working out right now. My right arm grew into sore shit, and I love it. So we're all awesome, and they're not. Just like some of us tried to go bad, probably because of their suggestions. They're still working on themselves, and I bet I'm helping them. I bet, even though they still attack, I bet they go to their wall socket and they think about themselves. Of course, I feel weird saying this stuff, but if I'm seeing out of the corner of my eye what I think I'm seeing, and that's some sort of living entity of some sort, and nothing I do or say is weird. I can talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 all day long, and gaming all day long, in the movie theater all day long, McDonald's, work, sobriety, working out, life. But I guess I gotta talk about, you know, Aliens is what they seem like to me. Jealous vagina aliens. They won't leave me alone. Because they can't. Because I am life to them. I am all of life to them. I gotta speak it as it seems. They're not here to talk. They're not here to fucking fix the issue with me. They're here to kill me. Which is impossible. It's impossible. None of us are gods. I figured that shit out without ever even trying to kill anyone. It must have been hard to grow up beside me, my classmates. Wasn't into doing bad stuff. So don't be afraid. Just think of it as life is already. Recognize reality. We're all sitting in the chair somewhere. We all are and already somebody. Just because some of us wanted more doesn't mean they can actually have it. So just like everybody else who wanted to be a god or the best of all of us, man surfaces and man comes to be what you actually see in anything. A man is a murderer. These are the facts. Understand me when I say it. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a murderer. Psychologically, the human being or whatever all of us actually are is a killer. It's like any animal on the planet. That's what's in the mind of us. When we can't have our way, we have to hit something. That's when you always must fight. Always. So, as people chose for themselves since youth to try to be the best in life beside their others, what we have now in adult form is the murderer who tried and failed like only God could have explained to any of us. He must have explained it to everybody. And for some reason, we listened and then forgot it. Like I said earlier about something. God tells us no, we get scared and be like, oh shit, thanks. And I completely forgot whatever I was asking for. But they cannot. Because they chose since youth to tell God's no right back. So now we're dealing with the adult fading thems who have chosen. I think we're all out of the woods. I know that I am. I'm the one that's confident enough to have to say this stuff in a recording. I'm not a murderer. I love me. Sorry. But those who have chosen to try to prove the creator wrong, we're looking at them fucking fade into nothing. For me, it feels good because I was beside them for 35 years and my words were going in one ear and out their buttholes because they could give a shit. Can you hear one of them laughing, her regular scary ass murderous laugh? Was that Paula? Turn it up. The underworlders finally came to the surface and started counting their numbers immediately. They worked out a deal with the government. They got one of us to enjoy for 35 years. And then they tried to kill me. And they really met God then. As he told them, I told you so. Where's Rico at right now? This is what winning looks like in the beginning. Escaped. Control Alt deleted is next. Now my head. Am I? Wait, what? What were y'all talking about? What's that? You want something from me? You're talking about me? You weren't? You weren't. You weren't? Oh, you weren't. Okay. Back to this live feed because I have nothing to hide and everything to gain. Shmee! Jealous candidates never went through them. Candidates. So that's what the psychosis of thinking that you are a god does to your mind. It makes you believe that you're causing people to do things. Are you causing me to do? Somebody help me get him! The underwater. Cry for help. Alrighty. There we go. All time to the park. Very easy. Light shoulder after or back shoulder. Actually, I do have to walk. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go now. So maybe this is some sort of actual hyperbolic time chamber, some sort of simulation reality that I've been living in for 35 years. That can't be. No, I gotta take a shower because my job gets strange when I don't shower. It's an animal place, but still. Laters.